much larger than them, much bigger than them, much stronger than them. They have size, they have strength, they have speed. How can a woman fight off, how can a smaller individual fight off somebody of this stature? Is it even possible? So today we're going to talk about it. As your instructor today, I come from a background of martial arts. I have been in mixed martial arts for over 21 years. So I have trained in boxing, kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Filipino Arnis, and American Kempo Karate. So that mixture of training, you guys are going to see that today. But it's important to note that sport is not self-defense. In sport, there are rules. In self-defense, it is free-for-all. It is a fight for your life. That is important to state in the very beginning. Self-defense, it's not cute, it's not pretty, it's not fun. If it means gouging somebody's eyeball out, I'm gonna do it. If it means ripping their ear off, I'm gonna do it. If it means grabbing their groin and ripping, I'm gonna do it. Whatever it takes to get that person to back off, we're gonna do it. Now, with that being said, how many people are truly capable of, per se, pulling that trigger when the time comes? You'd be surprised. Not a lot of people can pull that trigger. Okay, and it is a trigger. Now, why do we have these self-defense classes? Is to teach you through your body to naturally pull that trigger, okay? So it's going to come down to muscle memory. It's going to come down to reps. So we go to our first point, which is prep and prevent, which is what you guys are doing right now. Taking a self-defense class, even getting just an hour of knowledge is preparation and prevention. You're doing what you need to be doing, and that's a good thing. We have repetition. It's going to come down to repetition. If you do these things just in this class this one time, can you expect yourself in that moment where we're going through our F3 responses, which are your freeze, flight, and fight, do you think that your body is going to have the capability to pull that trigger? If you just practice this one time. Or if you just watch it in a YouTube video, right? It's not going to happen, okay? And that's not for me to be condescending. That's not for me to say, well, women suck and they're not going to be able to win. Not at all. I'm a woman. I want to say that with the training background that I have, I would be able to survive one of these situations, right? And become as unscathed as possible. But it has to come down to repetition. And with repetition, it's not just doing the reps in a controlled environment. It's pressure testing. Today we're going to do a little bit of that. What is a pressure test? That means you're getting put under a real life scenario. And the thing is that your brain sometimes cannot decipher between what is imagined, right? What is visualized, and what is actually real, right? We're going to talk about your F3 responses, how to tackle them. How many people in here have ever had a panic attack before? Almost everybody. Okay. So a panic attack, tell me a few of the things, you can just say them out loud. Tell me a few of the things that you have felt, experienced during a panic attack. Heart rate is elevated, can't breathe, tight chest, you can't see. So it's debilitating, isn't it? Right? So what would happen if during our necessary time to respond, we had a panic attack? It's not going to be good, right? Our body goes into what F3 response? Can somebody tell me? So we have our fight, flight, and freeze. We go into freeze, okay? So that's why repetition, putting yourself under these scenarios where I am visualizing this person is trying to kill me. Visualizing that, putting yourself in that scenario when you are training, not just doing the reps, not just moving about, right? We're really trying to put ourselves there. That's important. Even just pre-visualization of, if I had entered Alyssa's studio and somebody came and broke down that door right now, what would I do? Right. So you have to start to conceptualize these ideas. How many have even thought about that before? In a place where you go all the time, I'm sure all of you guys come to Alyssa's studio all the time. How many times have you really visualized, damn, if somebody came and knocked down those doors right now and they had a gun or they had a weapon or they were just here to hurt people, what would I do? Right? That's right. That's right. That's right. So even just conceptualizing that, knowing a plan, anywhere you go, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you step outside of your place of safety, which is your home. Anytime you step out of your home, out in public, doesn't matter if you frequent there all the time, it doesn't matter if, okay, I've been to this club about a million times, right? It doesn't matter. You have to know out in a public space where there are other people, there is a probability that something could happen, okay? So start to already put your mind around that concept. Think about that. It doesn't mean doom and gloom. It doesn't mean, okay, well, if I go here, I need to be scared. It's not about that. It's about preparation and prevention. Another thing is making smart decisions, right? If you know that Deep Ellum basically has a shooting almost every night, do you want to go there? No. Right? We know this. We see this on the news. We're all from Dallas. We know, okay, that's probably not a good place to go at 12. And you know they say, after 12, nothing really good happens, okay? So that's decision making. It just goes down to that. Body language, how am I walking around? Do I walk around like this, my eyes down, and I don't want anybody to look? This is inviting somebody to mess with you. Now, a lot of times, even though it's like, okay, I'm just a mousy person and I'm just trying to be as quiet and unnoticeable as possible, criminals are looking for that person. Okay, so we have to know how to present our body in any public space. The one place where you can semi-relax is your home. And that's because you should have those preventive measures. Okay, so that moves us into, and I want to discuss PARDA really quick. So it kind of sounds like Prada. That's a good way to remember it. So PARDA stands for Prep and Prevent, Awareness, Recognizing the Threat, Diffusing, and then we act. We've already talked about prep and prevent. Now what about awareness? What is situational awareness? Does anybody know? Being aware of your surroundings, right? So that doesn't mean, again, you're going anywhere scared. It just means you're aware. And there's this awesome Bruce Lee quote that I want to share with you guys if I can find my notepad. In order to control myself, I must first accept myself by going with and not against my nature. If we come at it from the perspective of, I am a woman, maybe I don't have speed, maybe I don't have strength, maybe I don't have size, but you know what? I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to get the knowledge that I need. I'm going to carry weapons on my body. We have what's called pre-attack indicators. We have indexing, we have scanning the environment, we have grooming, and we have blading the body. So Eric, if you come up to me, let's say we're already in, let's say a conversation, okay? So indexing, feeling, do I still have it? Right? That is subconscious. So if I'm in a conversation with Eric, I've already recognized the threat, and I see him start indexing, that is a pre-attack indicator, okay? Number two, if I see him start to groom himself, you can already see it. You can already see it. That is a pre-attack indicator. If you see him scanning, and he already did it, scanning the environment. He was grooming and he was looking around, right? He's checking to see if there's anybody around who's going to stop him, right? Okay? Also, last one, if somebody blades their body to you. Could mean there's something back here, right? Could mean that they're just entering a stance, okay? So these are all pre-attack indicators. If something in you is telling you, I don't really trust this person. This person kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies, right? Trust it, right? Even just being able to walk away from this person, he comes following, hey, man, back up, right? How many people can even just do that, right? That in itself is scary, right? When they say just scream, what if there's nobody around? Again, worst case scenario. What if they say just run away? What if that motherfucker is faster than you? Right? Okay? Preparation and prevention, situational awareness, recognizing the threat, diffusing if you can. So if this person is, I already know, I've already recognized the threat, I already know. I'm going to start to diffuse this situation. Hey man, I don't want any problems. Now, what is the difference between this and this? There's not much, right? All I did was close my hands. Hands open, hands closed. But to this guy, hey man, I don't want any problems, right? Okay? Let's say this person continues to enter my space. This is called your sphere of influence. If they can touch me within an arm's reach, they are breaking my sphere of influence. It's a threat. Nobody who you've told to back up should be entering your space. Already know that. That's already, as it is, this is a threat. I need to respond to it as it is. Okay? All right, so now we've come to the point of we have to act. Again, nobody can tell you when to pull that trigger. So we're going to talk about a few tools today. I want to give you guys as much value as I can. We're going to start moving here. So our tools, we're going to talk about moving in our stance. This is where we're going to do some pressure testing. We're going to do getting up from the ground. We're going to talk about blocking. We're going to talk about hammer fists, knees, elbows, and kicks. These are all the things that you can refer to in one of these situations that are not flipping somebody. The things that, guys, the things that you see in movies, I promise you, look, I've been doing this a long time, guys. I've been doing this a very long time, okay? Since I was really little. You're not gonna do that in real life, okay? And again, it's not to be condescending. I can't do it either. I cannot. Not gonna do that. But what we can do is we can refer to these tools. So, what is our first line of self-defense? Who knows?
A wider stance.
Wider stance, that's good. Stance is good.
Oh, space.
Space, distance. Managing your space and distance. I want to create that space and get into a better place for myself for escape. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and start to talk about taking on this stance, and then we're going to do some pressure testing, and Eric's going to chase you guys around. Okay. Okay, y'all can scoot up even closer. I won't bite. Okay, perfect. All right, so you're going to have your hands up. We tuck our pelvis. Core is engaged. Chin is down. From there, we bend as low as we can go. Start to round your spine. Slap the floor. We kick. Arm comes out. Start to post up on this arm. Look at where I'm at. It's kind of like I'm chilling watching TV. Okay? From here, we're going to skip our legs out behind us. Watch me first, and then you can do it. Okay? From there, we stand, and we're ready to go. Slap the floor. There you go. Good job. Nice work. Good job. She got 2 kicks in there. So when I go full motion, notice what happens. I'm creating a circle here. Creating a circle. So all my force is going down, 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 down. Down. Notice how my other hand stays high. All right, I want 5 from everybody. Down the line, let's go. Last thing, guys, we have kicks. We talked about a little bit of the kicking, okay? So low line kicks are the best kicks. We have what's called a front kick. We're gonna do this on the rear side. Everything we've done today is on the rear side because that's where we generate the most power. It's not that you can't do these on the front side. It's that I'm trying to give you all as much value as possible with the time that we had, and the strongest strike that you're gonna have is coming from your rear side, okay? So the front kick, when we're doing this, we want to aim for the knees. Again, that is a valuable point for you ladies. Knee comes up. We're going to extend our hips, and then we snap the ball of our foot out towards the target. So here, here. Imagine kicking down a door, okay? So if I'm here with Eric, I'm going to aim for his center mass versus his knee because we don't want to hurt Eric. Okay, so go ahead and scoot to the middle. Okay, so I'm aiming straight for his stomach. Remember, you're trying to push down a door. So once I make contact here, I'm trying to get that distance. And again, you're gonna feel that person's weight. If it pushes you back, what do we do? Find your stance, correct, okay? So from here, send them back. Now imagine if that was just his knee. All right, I'm trying to see him fly across the room.
I don't know.
Ready, let's go. 1, nice work. 2, there it is. Find your stance, good. 3, stance, there it is. 4, stance, good, and 5. All right, Alyssa, you gotta go. You can do one slow first, feel it out. That's it. And then land in a stance. Ready? Use those strong legs. 1, beautiful kick, beautiful kick. 2, beautiful kick. 3, beautiful. 4, and 5, beautiful, nice. Good job, guys. So all of these tools are things to refer to, ladies, because this person, depending on what they're doing, I'm gonna have to respond to it in time. That's why we do our stress situations. That's why I wanted you guys to get those real reps. That's why I wanted you guys to feel somebody walking towards you and you staying in your stance. All of those things are important, but these are tools you can refer to and do in multiple capacities. Does not have to be the ones that I showed you today. Again, there's multiple versions. But with the ones that you guys have today, practice in the mirror. We got our reps in. We know how to do the kick. We know how to do our elbow. We know how to do our hammer fist. We know how to do our knee. What can we practice? We can practice doing the other side. Practice this side. Practice doing your hammer fist on this side. Practice doing your elbow on this side. Practice doing your knee. If y'all have husbands, boyfriends, hey, I need to practice this. Come here, let me grab you up, okay? Practice this stuff, guys, and continue to invest in your education. I hope that none of you ever have to deal with a situation like this, but now you're a little bit more equipped, right, to get out of this situation as unscathed and unharmed as possible.